A serial killer who's a painter, a guy named Bob Ross, painted this picture with this beautiful nature, and he does this a lot. The thing about this picture though, it matched up with another picture, but it's a real image where 5 girls was eaten alive. And in this beautiful nature place, he called it Happy Little Accident.
Humans are capable of very vile acts.
Now tell me if I'm wrong, but the reason why people think that he painted these pictures after he murdered them is because nobody knew how these 5 girls was eaten alive. They was just eaten alive. It's not like they all gathered up and went out on this camping trip and they seen a bear and it attacked them. It was more like one girl after one girl after one girl after one girl after one girl individually all of a sudden came up eaten alive. But Ras, wouldn't that just mean that he heard this news and he made a painting about it and just wanted to paint it where all of the murders was at? No, there is another painting. There is this river that Bob Ross painted. He painted it so beautifully, colored it well, like he always do with every painting. But there's this real life image of a student who went missing and was later found at this similar lake that Bob Ross painted.
Police do tell us that this was a male body that they found, someone who that they pronounced dead on scene.
Found along the shoreline of the lake on Monday. It's reported missing Saturday.
Then Bob Ross decided to paint this other beautiful nature. The water is just running through the rocks. Everything is looking perfectly intact in his painting. The trees, the grass, the water. But then there's a real life image where a woman was found dead.
We are learning more tonight about a woman whose body was discovered in a patch of woods earlier this week.
Now this is where it's about to get really creepy at because it deals with me and Bob Ross. Yes, just wait where I'm about to go. Now on my For You page, I see this Bob Ross creator.
Hi, I'm Bob Ross, and for the next 13 weeks, I'll be your host as we experience the joy of painting.
I just want to throw this out. Bob Ross is currently dead. He used to paint these pictures back in the day. These are not no just upcoming pictures from an upcoming painter. No, he's been long gone. But this Bob Ross paintings was just come on my For You page time after time after time. And then they followed me. Whoever is behind this account, I followed back. I do true crime. No, that literally got me messed up in the head. Who's behind this account? This account got over 2 million followers. So who's ever behind this account obviously love murder, just probably like how Bob Ross did when he was alive. So maybe it's someone stepping in Bob Ross' shoes, if not about to, doing the same thing that Bob Ross was doing. Now this is just a conspiracy. It's not proven that Bob Ross even did this, but he follows me. Who's ever behind this account? And y'all know that I talk about murder after murder after murder, dark horror stories. What if they see this video? Y'all, I'm serious because y'all know I go out in the woods a lot, and obviously all of his paintings with the dead bodies found is in the woods. And when I go in the woods, what do I talk about? Bodies.
The guy would basically wait in these woods.
Because what happened was people would come from this trail this way.
Yeah.
And nobody ever, like that trail literally ends and it's just woods back there.
Woods, just woods, yeah.
Right when they would hit this turn, they would stop right there, look at the water, and then. But it's during the day, so we should be fine, right?
No, we should be okay.
Now I'm not gonna lie, that theory kind of had me like tripping because I will post this on TikTok. Hopefully the person who's behind this account don't do me nothing. I love you. You know, it's mutual love. It's just a video. I'm only making a video. You don't have to do anything. Who got these things? Who got these things? Why you hating? Like, can't lie, I got a voice. But I'm about to go to Sweden. So whoever in Sweden, if you in Stockholm. Oh, and so y'all know the intro of my videos when it's like, for that part, I want to have y'all posters. Whoever create some great posters about me, I'm gonna have it on my intro for life. Don't worry, I'm gonna give y'all about a couple of weeks to do it if y'all want to, if y'all love me that much to do it. With that being said though, let's get into this hard, terrifying crime video. So y'all already know what I'm about to say. Go get your snacks now. This daughter is ready to get married. Right before her marriage, she ended up dying. She had a tragic accident where the spider, a black widow, ended up biting her and killing her. The dad decides to get her dress and put it on a mannequin at his store for everyone to see. Every time someone would walk past this mannequin, they felt weird vibes from this mannequin. It looked real to a lot of people. Some people would even stare at this mannequin, and then right when they look away, look back at it, they believe the position of the mannequin doesn't move. But what got everybody the most when they would stare at this mannequin was the eyes. A lot of people couldn't get over that. The father who put this wedding dress on this mannequin ended up being a murderer, murdering over 25 people.
This could be you.
If you had asked me before 2005, I would have told you my life was pretty much the American dream with like these great parents and this great house. And then I learned that my dad was a sexual sadistic psychopath and that every day of my life was a lie.
I'm not gonna lie, that's very insanely crazy to me. And it almost felt like, did you purposely put a black widow around your daughter so she could get bit so you can do something crazy like this? But if that was the case, we would know today if that mannequin was real or not. I don't even know if it was. Was it? Do any of y'all know if it was? No, I'm home alone a lot. I'm not scared to be home alone. Left the window open. Now that's one thing I never do. If you sleep with the window open, something is wrong with you. I made a mistake and done that twice. This time I had put the curtains over it with the window unlocked. Even if I know no one is going to stick their head out the window, get in my room and look directly over me. Even if I know that's not going to happen, I still can't do it because I feel like it's going to happen. Back to what I was getting to about the Home Alone story. Rudely interrupted by that window. Now this was circulating the story of this girl named Caitlin. Even if this story not real, because I couldn't find news articles about it, they showing a girl face.
Have you guys heard of what happened to Kayla Johnson?
I have to talk about it regardless because there are a lot of situations that happens like this. So apparently she was in a shower at night and then she heard a noise. When she heard this noise, it completely triggered her. Like, she was aware because she knew that she was home alone, and it was a noise to where she heard movement outside of the windows. Like, she know it was movement of a figure, an animal or a human. She goes up to this window after she dry herself off, wrap herself in this towel. She walks up to this window and she see this person standing right outside of this window. She takes a picture. During this time, she texts her mother and she says, which I don't recommend, call 911 immediately. What are your mom gonna do? Be like, oh baby, stay safe. Hi, lock the door. I'm gonna call 911. You could have been done that and you could have saved time and the cops would have got there faster. She texted her mom, which is crazy. First, there's somebody standing outside my window and I'm scared. I don't know what to do. Mom is like, yeah, call the police. Hurry up and get them involved. She calls the cops. But when she calls, I guess the dispatcher voice recorded her and it sounded something like this.
911, do you need paramedics or police?
Meaning this is bad. She got grabbed, maybe violence was involved. Regardless, this creep had something to do with her disappearance because when the police arrived to this place, she was not there. There was no sign of her. There was sign of break-in of that window that she took a picture of. Maybe it was unlocked. And when she was texting her mom and then she called the phone, she looking away from the window, don't know that this person is opening the window and probably is going to attack you. Did a search for her, couldn't find her at all. Reported her missing, nowhere to be found. She went completely missing. Like I said, regardless if this story is not real, there are people who home stalk. A lot of people.
A man stalked me at the grocery store, unbeknownst to me. On my way home, he must have been following me, and when I got home and walked into my bedroom, he was in my bedroom. Got his hands in his pockets, and he's just like glaring, won't stop.
Yo, this guy has been standing outside my house. I don't know if you can see him.
There's the people who just look through your windows, don't come in your house, they just stalk you from the outside.
Hi, yeah, I'm there's this guy just like standing outside my window, and he's just like looking up at the window. He's been there for about 30 minutes now.
There are the people who go inside of your home.
And one night, Joe planted a camera and saw something crazy that he was not expecting. This lady came crawling out of his loft and into his apartment watching TV and eating his food. She had been living there for several weeks.
We already know the big example of this. His name was the Cape Intruder, a person who's never been identified till this day, a real person who comes inside of your house and just simply look at you while you sleep. And then, of course, there's the ones that stalk you, home stalk you, and then murder you.
What happened to Lauren?
I don't know.
You like her, don't you?
She's my friend.
Did you ever think about having sex with her?
No.
McDaniel also wrote out a detailed confession explaining how he snuck into Lauren's apartment, watched her as she slept, and when she awoke, he strangled her to death.
Alright y'all, before I end this video, don't forget the posters. If y'all want to do them, you don't have to. send them to me. Sweden, whoever watching this in Sweden, I'll be in Sweden. Stockholm, first time leaving the country, so I don't know how this is about to go. This is gonna be crazy. But y'all, stay safe. And if y'all want a Sweden vlog, and y'all know I'm gonna make it lit, scary, dark, tell me in the comments. Love you. Bye.